everyone, welcome to the next video in this Rita Berman Europa series on number 7, and these are all sort of Venice items, and we have the gondola. Now I had to have a little quick look to see what colour they are, having only seen one once and not actually in Venice. I was in the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas, so I saw one there, so I couldn't really remember. But it seems to me from looking that they're usually black. They might have blue or red inside. I don't know about these poles. I think we'll work it out. I think if we start with a red, I'm thinking maybe the deep red. We're using Polychromos, so I'm thinking maybe the deep red. We could do the hearts and then some of the stripes and maybe the inside of the gondola. We'll sort of keep the colours quite limited. So I'm just going to start by colouring these hearts, and I'm just going to make it quite intense. I want them to show up. Now, I very often colour hearts in pink, but I'm thinking we'd keep to this sort of red colour scheme that we're using for this. I'm not sure with this ore what colour. I might do that in a sort of wood just to make it a bit different, but I'll have a think as we go. There's our red heart. Now I quite like to do these red, white and blue. I'm trying to think, is the Italian flag red, white and blue? I think so. So I'm thinking that might work. Colouring white, that's going to be interesting, but I'll show you a little trick. Now I'm not talking you through what I'm doing here, I really should be. I'm trying to make it a bit darker on the edge than the middle, because it's a rounded item and it'd be more shadowy on the edges. And if we do that with our other colours too, hopefully it'll sort of work. We'll see how we get on. I think that's it there. I'm thinking we could put, this is like the seat and this is like the back, put a little bit of red in there. I'm not going to press quite so hard. Thinking maybe we'll keep that a little bit paler. I don't know why, it might be more shadowy. Anyway, we'll leave it like that for now. I can always change it up later. Right, so now we need a blue. We've got the water, which I'd quite like to do in a blue rather than a green, even though I suspect that the canals in Venice are probably green. But I think if I go for quite a dark blue, what's that? Yeah, maybe the indanthrene blue. Then I won't be doing the water that sort of colour. So where should we start? We'll start here with here. So we'll go underneath the red, and then a bit lighter here. Like that, keep that lined up. Just had my lunch, it's yum. I made some chickpea dip. I just basically got a whole jar of chickpeas, took the, washed them off, and put them in a, I'm going to put a bit of blue there, put them in a food processor with and in here I'm going to make that like the seat and this like the base, I think, with lemon juice, just concentrated lemon from a squirty bottle, and extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of salt, and just left it until it went smooth. Very nice. Okay, let's do the, I need to be careful. I need to make my white look different to this bit, which I'm going to do in silver. So I think I'm going to do my white in a warm grey and then my silver in a cold grey. How different it's going to look, I'm not sure until I try. Let's get sharpening. Right, so this is the warm grey 2. It's very pale. And I'm just going to put a little bit on each side like that. Ooh, not too much. There. Then I want my silver, I'm going to make it a lot darker, and then hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference. Oops, this is, I can't get it out of the tin. This is the Cold Grey 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this piece because I think that's easier. Just work it a few layers and then less towards the middle. Like that. You want your shine on your silver to line up with the shine on the rest of the... I just realised something. I haven't got my light on. My goodness, I hope you could see. My camera might have carefully adjusted. I couldn't work out why it was so dark. Right, there's our silver top. And the same on this one. You can't do much with that little bit. So more here and less towards the middle. It's quite simple really, but hopefully looks a little bit silvery. And I thought maybe we should do some silver on these end parts of the boat as well. So this bit here, I don't really know what it would be, but I was thinking I could do that, and then maybe with this one make it, yeah, darker around the edge. Bit less in the middle, try and make it look a little silvery, and then this sort of bit here, I don't know what that's supposed to be, so we could do the same thing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I wasn't going to make any more videos today, but I was up for it, and the tennis match I want to watch isn't on for a bit, so I thought I'd come and do it because my husband's off work next week, so I don't want to be in here recording all week. This is black, so I thought I would get a bit ahead. And I'm going to use it quite lightly. So I'm just putting a light layer really, and then I'm going to sort of see and think about quite what to do. I'm also not sure about this bit, or this bit, or any of it really. Let's just put some black down and see how it goes. I'm thinking this bit would also be black. Oh. And this bit. My son's streaming as well, so I thought it would be better if I came and recorded. I can't talk to him. I'm thinking this bit will get this darker where, and Rita's drawn these lines anyway to sort of show us that it needs to be a bit darker. And I'm thinking all of this side could be a little bit darker because this bit would catch the light. Oh, I think, is that water? Not sure where the water ends and the boat begins. Just putting, I'm just filling in where I've missed bits there, not actually making it any darker. I'm going to do this one, whoops, so that it looks a little shiny there. And I'm going to do the seat part in black as well. Maybe quite dark because it's inside the boat. This front bit too, maybe a bit lighter at the top, maybe it'll be a bit darker down here. Excuse me sniffing, I don't know why my nose is running. Then I want to make sure that we can see that there's a difference between those bits there. There. I'm happy with that. We've just got those stripes. I'm thinking I'd quite like them to be blue and white. So I'm going to get the indanthrene blue again and do this one in blue. It would actually, I think, be darker at the bottom. Like that. And then this one. Oh. Yeah, and if I want to leave those white, I should get my warm grey too that we used before. like that. Yeah, and now we'll do the oar. I'm thinking I don't really want a warm brown because these colours, although the red is sort of warm, the blue and greys, black is quite cold. The nougat to me always looks fairly like a greyish brown, so let's use that one. I need to sharpen it a bit. There we go. So I'm just going to put a layer, a lightish layer, across the whole of the oar. And then I'm thinking maybe it'd be darker at the bottom here. So I'm just going to go over the top of that bit a little bit. You could go around both edges and make it look a bit more rounded, but it's quite narrow, so I think it's easier to just do it at the bottom really. Now the water. Water is always a tricky colour to decide on, I always find anyway. I think I'm going to use this. This is the cobalt turquoise. Now I think what I'm going to do is colour it quite thickly and then use a white pen to go over the sort of waves. I think that might just work the best. I'm getting distracted here thinking about next week's planner page. What to do. It's sitting next to me on the desk or near it, nearish, and I'm thinking, what colour, what pencil should I use? I really shouldn't be doing that, but you know, it's fun. So it's okay. I've got a few ideas on how to do it. Right. Got a busy day tomorrow though, I think. Well, maybe not. It's Saturday, isn't it? I was thinking it was Sunday. I don't know why. I'm going to try and make it a bit darker around the boat where there would be shadow. It's funny because my only experience, as I said before, of gondolas is the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas, and when I went it had only just been built, so you can tell how long ago that was. I'm going to use the Posca. I'm going to put a few shine marks on the hearts first. I sort of quite fancy doing like that. And I'm thinking maybe down here, just to make it look a bit shiny, and then I'm going to go across these marks on the water. Yes, and the water in the Venetian Hotel where the gondolas were had lots of chlorine in it because it's stagnant. It would, well, it's still water, so it would go stagnant otherwise. So yes, so when I see a gondola I just think of the smell of chlorine. But I understand that Venice actually smells quite nasty because obviously they don't put chlorine in the canal water and it's quite still. So I understand that it's actually quite smelly. But fortunately our canal generally doesn't smell very much. I think when it's being dredged it does, but it moves a fair bit. When it's windy the water blows along, and if the locks are open then obviously it moves, which helps. Not all the locks get open, not very often. So but the because the volunteers have boats that they take along to do dredging and various work like repairing the banks and things, then that helps. I'm just going to put one there. I think it just matches. There we go. I'm going to leave that like that. I think it's, I'm happy with that. It hasn't taken a particularly long time, but I don't want to fiddle with it anymore. So there we are, our little gondola. That's, yeah, I'm happy. I wasn't sure whether it would come out very well, so I'm just pleasantly surprised. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a super day and happy colouring.